The second wall is fear. So Hebrews 1 says that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Faith is me hoping for something with an expectation that it's true and it's real and it's going to happen. And I start to see the evidence. Even though I can't see it, the evidence is there, right? That's what faith is. I can pray and I can ask God. And 1 John 5:13 says that if I can pray and know that I'm praying according to the will of God, it says I can be confident that God hears that prayer and that God has answered that prayer. And if I could be confident that God heard my prayer and God answered that prayer, I could actually walk like if God has already answered that prayer, time is just going to have to catch up to it, right? So that's what faith is. Faith is that God said it and I believe it and I'm going to walk in it. I don't see the evidence of it yet, but my faith is causing me to believe it and I'm walking in it, right? So now switch that and flip that. If faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, how does fear? Fear is the opposite of that, right? So I don't know if anybody here understands what anxiety is or worry. And I don't know if anybody here worries. But if you find yourself worrying, you're living in fear, all right? Because worry is a form of fear, and it's a form of not trusting God. And anxiety is a form of fear. And many, many people are living in fear day to day. Whenever I'm walking in fear, I'm believing a lie, okay? So faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. I got saved because somebody shared the gospel with me and that faith came by hearing the word of God. But another way, and this isn't how in context of this verse, it's talking about salvation in that verse, but if faith comes by hearing the word of God, which is the truth, fear has to come from hearing a lie and believing a lie. And I believed lies my whole life. I've been programmed with lies. If anybody in this world today, and if you have a television or a radio or a computer, and you're only spending 5 minutes in the Word of God every day, and for the rest of the day, you're being bombarded with all the lies in this world, I would be shocked if fear isn't something that you're struggling with. Because fear is produced by believing lies.